copy of this. It's like a progress report, and then here's like Tom also made a copy, but I thought
Okay.
maybe
All right, welcome to our board meeting. Last board meeting of the year. Tom, opening of the meeting. Call to order.
Ms. Bose,
Here.
Mr. Clark, Ms. Evans,
here.
Ms. Groger,
Here.
Ms. Kelly,
Here.
Dr. King,
Here.
Ms. Martinez,
Here.
Ms. Pasculi, Mr. Van Hise.
Here.
You have a quorum.
Thank you, Tom. We will go into executive session. The Open Public Meeting Act authorizes the Board of Education to meet in executive session under certain circumstances and requires the board to adopt a resolution at public meetings to go into private session. This evening, it will be necessary to meet in executive session to discuss certain items involving matters which, if publicly disclosed, would constitute an unwarranted invasion of individual privacy, and specifically this evening, HIB. Formal action will not be taken. We plan to be in executive session for approximately 20 minutes. Can I have a motion to move into exec session?
So, second?
Tom?
Groger, made by Ms. Groger, seconded by Mr. Van Hise.
Thank you.
All in favor?
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay,
You're in executive session.
thank you. Just going to wait for the rest of our board members to come out. Welcome to our friends from Slackwood.
Thank you.
Mm. No. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Any parents, if you want to take pictures, feel free to fold in over here to get a better angle.
Don't be shy. Come on up. Get some video of this.
I'm going to move out of the way, I promise.
That's not the view they want.
No, not the view anybody wants.
I have a 22-year-old and a 20-year-old, and I still watch my videos from when they were in kindergarten, first grade, second grade, so.
All right, good evening, everyone. My name is Damian Barriexza. I'm the supervisor of math, science, and the arts here in Lawrence Township at the elementary grades, also a part-time amateur bingo caller. And we are very proud in the arts department tonight to spotlight Slackwood Elementary School this evening. In the foyer on the way in, we have some paint and pastel works from some of our Slackwood second and third graders, so please take note of that on your way out. If you didn't notice it on the way in, it's up on the boards over there. And Ms. Damon is here with her students tonight to give us a preview of Slackwood's upcoming winter concert. So Slackwood friends, take it away.
Good evening. Good evening. We are second grade students from Slackwood School. We are excited to sing one of our favorite winter songs for you. We hope you enjoy it. Please join us for our Jingle Bell Jukebox concert next week. It is December 17th at 2 o'clock.
Hot chocolate will never be as good as that.
Well done, friends, and you look so awesome.
Thank you so much for that wonderful song about hot chocolate. Tonight's a good night for it.
I should be dancing.
Okay. Okay.
And thank you, families, for bringing them here tonight so we can enjoy them. They were so wonderful.
Yes, thank you. Okay. All right, we're ready to roll. Welcome, everyone, to our last board meeting of 2025. The New Jersey Open Public Meeting Law was enacted to ensure the right of the public to have advance notice of and to attend meetings of public bodies at which any business affecting their interests is discussed or acted upon. As required under the law, adequate notice of this meeting has been provided via email and/or fax to the Times, the Lawrence Ledger, the Trentonian, the Public Library, and has been filed with the municipal clerk. This notice was provided prior to the 48 hours required by the Open Public Meetings Act. The board reserves the right to limit public discussion of personnel items and other matters as defined in the law. Do our flag salute. All right, thank you. We have our student representative report from our peer leaders. Hello.
Hey. All right, so my name is Juan Revelorio. I'm going to be talking about a little bit about the arts at LHS. The end of the Pride and Prejudice has come to a close, and it was a successful play. Auditions for the Addams Family at LHS are understarting, and the first one was yesterday, and today concluded the auditions, so we got something to look forward to.
Great.
Hi, my name is Callie. I'm a senior and a peer leader at the high school. So I'm going to be talking about the Winter Pep Rally, which we will be having on December 19th. So basically in the pep rally, we're introducing winter sports teams, playing class games, and having performances by the band and cheer team. We're also starting our Spirit Week this Monday. The students are very excited to end the year on a positive note. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Vishaka. I'm also a senior at Lawrence High School. I want to be talking about winter sports since the season just started. Right now, our ice hockey, wrestling, swimming, winter track, and cheerleading all have started. Oh, sorry, including basketball. The ice hockey team and basketball team have had a few great scrimmages already, and the boys swim team has just defeated Hopewell Valley for the first time in over 5 years. Yeah. Girls and boys basketball also have a few games this week and one at Friday at Notre Dame. And cheerleading team is also going to nationals soon, so those are some things to look forward to.
And you're not going to sing Hot Chocolate for us?
Hi, my name is Zane Spencer. Lawrence High School is looking forward to the holiday break and is currently hosting the annual door decorating contest. Lawrence staff and students are working together for a chance to win a pizza party and other awards. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Oh, they're sharing the same phone. I love it.
Oh, Zane, I lost my plate. Oh, wait, no, I found it. Sorry.
Hi, I'm Ava McKithen. I'm also a senior at Lawrence High School. Something to look forward to that we've been celebrating is our student and staff. So for our Student of the Month is what we've been doing and to recognize on Wednesday. And it was just announced that our Teacher of the Year is Mr. T. So clap for us. And our ESP is Ms. Gonzalez. So we want to thank them for their hard work and dedication. It's greatly appreciated by all the student body and staff and from all of us. So, thank you.
Great. Thank you so much.
You guys brought a lot of energy tonight. We love it.
Yes. You guys can go. You don't have to stay. But thank you so much for the great report, and we look forward to hearing how our winter sports are doing come January board meeting. Recognitions and, no recognitions and acknowledgements. Adoption of the minutes. Can I have a motion to adopt the executive session? And
So moved.
session from 11:12 meeting? Tom, with a motion and a second.
Got that.
I just wanted to play, sorry.
It's okay.
Mr.
Got a little
Clark.
physical.
Yes.
Ms. Evans.
Yes.
Ms. Schroeder.
Yes.
Ms. Kelly.
Yes.
Dr. King.
Yes.
Ms. Martinez.
Yes.
Ms. Pasculi.
Yes.
Mr. Van Hise.
Yes.
Ms. Bose.
Yes,
Motion carried.
thank you. You know I'm all for a speedy meeting, so good job. Reports to the board. Superintendent's report.
All right, so I want to say thank you to our music teacher this evening, our Slackwood, Miss Damon, and Miss Latimer's in the audience. I know she was beaming with some pride watching our second graders perform for the board. That was a lovely way to kind of kick off our holiday season just before break. I'm really looking forward to the winter concert, which is just a week from today. They were certainly well prepared and they looked beautiful. Just want to note that we have a groundbreaking photo scheduled for Friday. It'll be at 9 o'clock. The Board of Education is invited. This really embarks on our phase 1 of the referendum project. Dr. Malowski is also here and welcomed her final concert that will ever be hosted in the 75-year almost auditorium. So we are super excited to have celebrated this sort of, the last concert. So tonight, our board president, Ms. Bose, and myself wanted to take a pause and recognize and celebrate the service of Dr. Michelle King as she concludes her term on the Lawrence Township Board of Education. Dr. King has served 10 years on the board, and her servitude is coming to an end. However, her impact will certainly be a lasting endeavor for all of us to reflect on. You will notice a pretty Christmas cactus set before you. Each year it blooms between Thanksgiving and New Year's, and it is our hope that you will remember your time serving on the board with all of us and look fondly upon this experience.
So you have to keep it alive. That's the most important thing. Don't ever give me a Christmas cactus because it won't survive my house, but I know you'll do a good job. Michelle, for the past 10 years, you have been an exceptional leader whose thoughtful voice and steady presence has strengthened our work in countless ways. Your expertise in curriculum and instruction has elevated our board's understanding of teaching and learning, helping to guide our decisions that will positively impact both the board and our community for years to come. We're deeply grateful for your time, your energy, and your heart that you have devoted to Lawrence Township Public Schools. You approach every decision with integrity and care, never steering away from what is best for students, the staff, and the community. We all would like to thank you for your commitment to the board as a liaison to every child value and your valuable contributions to the referendum and the reconfiguration plans that also will be felt by generations to come. On behalf of the entire district community, we want to thank you for your outstanding service and wish you the very best as you move forward. Though your official role may be concluding, you will always be part of the Lawrence Township Public School family. Thank you so much, Michelle.
Thank you both, Michelle and Robin, and the rest of you. It has been a joyful experience to be here and very gratifying. So for someone who had some interest in trying to impact the nature of local public school district, it's been fulfilled here, very much so. What I will miss is certainly the discussions that have occurred in smaller groups and larger groups. When I have those discussions with people, I'm energized by the demonstration of your passion and commitment to achieving greater goods throughout the district. I will miss interacting with teachers and staff, along with seeing the students such as the Slackwood Elementary students who are here tonight, and I'll also miss the camaraderie that I've been able to share with you guys. I am confident, very, very confident, in our two newer members, Mackenzie Kelly, who was replacing Amanda back in the spring, but has been elected to serve a full term on the board, and for Paul Caparati, you guys see there tonight, who is also through the November election, will begin in January. And without a doubt, they are both at a point in their lives and the lives of their family where they have much to bring, and their passion and commitment is already very, very widely recognized. So from the bottom of my heart, I thank you all, and certainly I will do my darndest to keep it alive.
That's all I ask. You
Thank
try.
you. I will.
Great, thank you so much. That concludes the board president report as well. I've got nothing else to say. Ad hoc and liaison, board secretaries report. I should put my glasses on. I suppose that would be helpful.
So on the agenda this evening, you'll find many items there that are in advance of when you typically see them. So there's many, many renewals on your agenda this evening. Those things are happening in advance of when you typically have them because of what we're putting on the screen now. So we're making every effort that we can to open up capacity and time for attention to our auditorium and middle school renovation project. So for your consideration this evening, for the business aspect of what's on the agenda, you're going to see renewals for all sorts of things on there, from waste management to asbestos, time and materials contracts. You're going to see fire alarms repair and inspection. You'll see all sorts of things there that you don't typically see sometime until April in most years, or lawn maintenance, for goodness sake. Can you imagine we're talking about lawn maintenance and it's 16 degrees yesterday morning? So all of those things are anticipation of what you see on the screen. And what you see on the screen is our primary focus right now outside of education. But what we're doing is we're breaking ground. As Robin said, on Friday we have a ceremony. We have a communications tool that we've talked about many times called a Gantt chart. This is an abbreviated version of this. And what it is a list of tasks. We're going to post something similar to this, if not this very chart, on our website to keep people up to speed. Just about every committee has seen this at this point. And what we do is we do, for the audience's sake and anyone who hasn't seen it, what we have is a list of activities down the left column. And we have a beginning date of when we're going to begin those activities and an anticipated ending date. And then what we do is we go off to the right in a calendar form that reads left to right as opposed to your traditional calendar. For ease of reading, what we did was we broke this down into what we all talk about in our common terminologies in terms of semesters. So in the 25-26 school year, we have a fall semester and spring semester. In reality, of course, summer is a huge place for us. And the breaks that happen, whether it's in spring or winter, of course, we'll take advantage of. But for ease of readership, what we did was said something to the effect of, if we look at this where it says design meeting with department reps, that means all sorts of representatives, from the science people to the arts people to the custodial or maintenance. We'll begin on this date, which is, of course, passed after the referendum. We began immediately from March, and we have no ending yet, and we're going to carry that through. And so by this point in time in the spring, we should be done these meetings, is what this says. And so we do that for all the many things that are happening and what we can anticipate coming. So if you look down here somewhere, you'll see auditorium groundbreaking, and construction begins. And you see that on 12/12 or 12/11 right in there, on or about. And we expect that we'll be done before this date right here. And so you see that in a graphical sense right here with the semesters. This is to keep everyone up to speed on what's happening. You'll be able to see this on our website. We're going to change that. Perhaps we're going to insert some things along the critical path here that will happen in and around these dates that you see here. These dates, for the most part, are tentative dates. They're not locked in stone. They are subject to move. They're in a wide range. We may get done sooner. We may be a little bit after. But the date that's most important, Joey, if you'll scroll down a little bit, and if you go off to the right, is this date right here. When we come out right here, Lawrence Middle School opens for school, grades 6 to 8 in the 29-30 school year, whatever that school calendar looks like. So I took the date off of that right there. I think I know it, but I'm not exactly sure what the calendar will say yet. So here we are. At this point, we have our green light to go, and we have many things. There have been parents that have asked questions about so many different things, and you'll see the community conversations in here. The question of whether or not we're soliciting feedback or we're just giving the information we have, and we don't have a forum yet or a need for feedback because nothing's really being decided right now. All of those dates are here, and so those things are planned purposely to give information and get information. We have the studies in terms of for the reconfiguration, of course, here, but those dates are not established just yet, but you can see where we anticipate beginning at the end of the 26-27 and throughout the 27-28 school year. That's our goal, to be ready a whole year in advance of when we open up. So this is something that the committees have seen from reconfiguration to finance. It'll be on the website soon. And if it's your pleasure, we can use this for this report once a month and just take any questions, and I won't go over how to read it again. This will be it. Just to say, this is what's coming next, and more than likely I'll say, this is just what you're going to see in the next few weeks. So in the next few weeks, you're going to see some pretty cool stuff. You're going to see the construction fences go up, and I'm sure that what's going to happen is, I'm not going to steal Diana's thunder because I know she's excited. But there's so much more to that when you get into the other things. And so we're going to be moving and shaking, and if there's questions, send them. If you have people that have questions, ask them to ask them. We're excited about it. We want you to be excited about it. This was very heavily supported by the vote that we had in March, and we want to share it as much as we can. So with that, I'll defer anything else on the agenda to the Finance Committee report.
Thanks so much, Tom.
You're welcome.
I do love the Gantt chart, personally. It's super helpful. It's how I learn best is visually, so it is very good. Robin, I just thought of one question that I have. Do we still have the question and answers up? So are people still submitting questions about what's going on? If you want to just talk a little bit about that and just remind the public, if they do have questions, we have a mechanism for them to ask them.
So we have, just like any one of our formulas would be, it's info@ltps.org. Ms. Baldessari is the communications director. She sits in my office. Of course, she's still collecting questions. The community is absolutely welcome to submit. And from the last community conversation, since we didn't get to answer everybody's questions, she made sure to get those responses up, and they are posted on the website under the referendum tab.
Yeah, thank you. I know we've repeated that, but it bears worth repeating because people do have questions, and I just want to keep reminding them that there's a way to get answers. Fantastic. Okay. Now, board president's reports. I do want to say one thing, though. See, that delay made me think of something.
No, here we go.
Yeah, so I'm going to keep it really fast. I just want to say thank you to everybody this year for doing such an amazing job to get this referendum passed for our community. It was a big lift for the board, our administrators, our principals, and our community to step up and do this. And personally, I feel like this is something that is going to make such a huge difference in the future of our students, as well as Lawrence Township. And I couldn't be more proud when I reflect over the past year, and I do this at the end of the year. I think about what I did and what I didn't do and what I could do better. And I can't even tell you how grateful I personally am to see that we all came together to get this done as a community. And I just know we can do great things together. We don't always agree. We don't need to always agree. But if we agree on the end game, which is doing what's best for students, we're going to do really well in the future. So thank you to everybody for a really amazing 2025. And I look forward to a few more years of continued work that we're all in for. This board is in on it, and we know what's going to be required. So thank you to the board as well. All right. Our student board member report. Redeema, Pandy, you're up.
Okay, so this month and these last few weeks have been pretty festive, pretty community-based throughout every single school. So at Lawrence High School, there were very high levels of satisfaction in terms of the community cultivated there. So activities extended beyond the school itself that brought everyone together were highlighted, specifically in terms of these festive times and how everyone was coming together. And our student council welcomed new representatives, collected helpful goods for the community, and we decorated our school. We actually finished that today, so the windows and everything at Lawrence High School are completely decked out. And so the sense of connection, the festive spirit, and shared purpose at LHS is definitely growing stronger. At LIS, the school held its annual Thanksgiving food drive. They were able to collect a lot of food, so thank you to the community. The school closed November with its very spirited Spirit Week, and it had days like Pajama Day, Wacky Hair Day. They ended with wearing purple to raise awareness for epilepsy, and overall, they built community. Students felt like they were participating and were able to promote important causes. Some students didn't know about these causes before, so it was bringing a lot of awareness. Eldridge Park had an all-school meeting that recognized Mr. Franz, who is a school custodian, and celebrated the many ways that their community appreciates his work. The PTO had several events at Eldridge Park, such as their book fair, their annual Thanksgiving basket drive, and they started a new initiative there called the Thrift and Thrive Shop, and this is launching this month. I think it already did, and all of the proceeds support Eldridge Park. And the holiday drive is also underway, which is going to help families in need thanks to the strong community generosity. And they are trying to emphasize the character trait of responsibility. Their winter concert is scheduled for the end of this week, I think. I'm pretty sure, yeah. And okay, at Slackwood, as you saw today, the second graders are preparing for their winter concert. They're obviously doing a very good job. The staff are featured with their boomwhackers. And the STEAM Center is heavily used with small group instructional rotations running across all grade levels at Slackwood. Before Thanksgiving, Ben Franklin had its Spirit Assembly for the month, and it began with a third grade balloon creation parade that was inspired by Balloons Over Broadway that emphasized hands-on learning. They also reviewed self-control and using good manners, and the students discussed examples of polite interactions and talked about previous lessons and tried to connect it to their community. So overall, the past month has showcased how our students and staff are valuing community service and celebrating in this festive time, and I look forward to seeing this momentum continue as we go on in December and into the new year. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So adorable. Wonderful. A lot of good things happening. LTEF.
Okay, I love that.
And school
report.
boards.
Thank
You can do them together.
Thanks. LTEF, both Neil Desai and I met with the Board of Trustees on December 5th, 8 a.m. at the Tech Center. We both continue to thank them because they really did an amazing job with all of the grants that were given out. We look forward to seeing the outcomes of these grants through the school year. Handbag bingo, if you were there, the caller was amazing. Oh, he left already. He really did a great job. It was a 6-7. That was a fun one for the night. It was a huge success, lots of exciting, happy faces when people were exiting the building. The volunteers set the levels really high for success. A footnote, this was the first year they had Rider University sorority sisters that volunteered. Their contributions were well appreciated by all. FYI, February 6th, the spring grants are due for the next round. There we're celebrating the ones that just happened, and here comes another one. New Jersey School Boards. I attended the Delegates Assembly. If you remember, I read you some of the resolutions. One of the three passed. The one that passed had new policy language supporting the belief that there should be universal free school meals for all students pre-K through 12 in New Jersey. This past Saturday, I attended the Legislative Committee meeting. It was Zoom, so I got to sit in my dining room, which was lovely. The guest speaker was Senator Vin Gopal. He spoke about charter schools, ensuring that their record keeping has some regulations that we're held to, that they have to do the same. He's exploring the use of regionalization for special education throughout the counties to help with rising costs for districts. He's looking at school bill funding for fair share, ensuring transparency as to why the increases are happening at such a high rate. He is looking at the Board of Education elections, and is trying to push it back away from the political elections, hoping that that will change some of the rhetoric and put it back with the schools instead of politics. Talked about the pilot programs, discussed about schools getting their fair share because enrollments increase when new developments are built. Bills that were signed into law, Latino, Hispanic American history instruction, TPAF. There was district consolidation discussion, and the interesting topic was that consolidation doesn't help all districts, and they're trying to push people into it, which I thought was great that he understood that it isn't for every district. And then reminder for Capital Watch and school board notes for any upcoming changes as the lame duck period comes to an end. Last Mercer County meeting, Gerald Trueheart was phenomenal at our county meeting. He and his team did an amazing job in preparing and presenting and wowed the audiences in person and online, and many thanks to all the three presenters. Next county meeting will be January 22nd. Stay tuned for more information.
Thank you so much. And we do know Gerald is extraordinary. So.
You should have seen him at this presentation.
Yeah, thank you. Student Services?
Student Services Heads meeting on December 8th. In attendance was Vanessa Vakarsiak and myself, Arundel Clark. Items to highlight, CPAC held an information session on December 7th about executive function. Thanks to Tracy Drunkenbrod, whom presented for the evening. The session was changed to a virtual setting due to the weather. The level of engagement from families has led to the need of an additional session. The day of the next session is to be determined, but is currently planned for February of next year. This past Sunday, Lawrence students, faculty, friends, and families participated as a team in the Special Olympics Jingle All the Way 3K Run fundraiser. Lawrence raised $3,335 for Special Olympics. Thank you to all of those who participated, and we hope to see you and many more again next year. Please save the date for March 7th of next year. A resource fair is currently being planned, inviting students of all ages and their families. There will be returning vendors from the transition fair that took place earlier in 2025, as well as a series of new organizations and agencies. This welcoming atmosphere where families can connect with educators and service providers, ask questions, and gather helpful materials such as essential services for your child's development and well-being. More information will be made available as the day's programs take shape.
Thank you so much. Reconfiguration ad hoc.
Stolen.
It's worth repeating. It's not important.
No, it's all wonderful. So excited. The group, our ad hoc group, did meet quickly and touch base on Monday. Joanne, Olga, Michelle Bose, and I met with Dr. Klim, Tom Eldridge, and Jen Baldessari, just to pull all these different pieces that you're seeing together and understand the general updates. So it's been great to see the communication continue and be so robust, and we know that all of the answers are online to the questions we've gotten so far. But we also heard a lot in the community, the fall community meeting, about how that should be delivered. So the district is clearly taking to heart both the questions and the kind of like what's the best way to get the information to people when they need it and how they need it. So, but that's a process. So I think that's been really kudos to everyone, and part of the discussion was also the letter that went out about the START and the changes for the asbestos construction starting. And I think what's been great is Dr. Malowski's been leading the way of just making sure all the middle school parents understand what's happening and when it's happening and why. But then those district communications also lend a little bit of insight for folks who aren't as connected to the middle school yet. And I got to be in the I got to be in the concert. No one wants me to be in a chorus concert, trust me. But I got to be at the chorus concert last night, and the band and the jazz band really did an amazing job ending the tenure of that 75-year-old auditorium. So it was beautiful, and I was just looking at the Gantt chart, which is exceptional, and we will always look at our Gantt chart. And that, if you look at it, ironically, the 8th grade that is now sacrificing their spring of the audit time in the auditorium, which is a great sacrifice for a greater good. That class will be graduating when they'll be seniors when it'll open up. So I think that's kind of cool and look forward to.
So maybe we'll do something special that year, bring
Yeah.
them back to the middle school auditorium or.
So it's, and again, the district's doing a great job. We'll know more about the schedule for spring events in January, which is perfect for planning. And just again, wanted to give kudos to the district for being, especially, Dr. Klim and Jen for putting out such transparent, clear information, and we'll keep working on it. So thank you.
Great, thank you. Review of communications, there are none. It's our first opportunity for public input. Okay. If you can come up, just state your name, and you can write your address down on the paper there, and then just please limit your comment to 3 minutes. Welcome.
I'll do my best. Hi, my name is Jolitha. I have 2 children in the school district. One is 9 and one is 17. One's in the 4th grade at LIS, and one is a junior at the high school. And I have been having some severe issues at LIS with the administration and how they've been handling issues surrounding race. Now, everybody has the right to be racist if that's what you want to be. That's your prerogative. But when your child decides to come out their face and call my son a nigger, and when him and his friends take it to the principal, the assistant principal, and nothing gets done about it, and I have to hear about it from my 9-year-old at 5:30 in the evening when I pick him up from after school, it's a problem for me. It's a problem for me when I get a phone call about something, another issue that happened, and I brought up the race issue, and the assistant principal that I was talking to about it decided that he wanted to have a word match with me. That's not what I'm here for. Everybody loves their kids, and I love mine to the moon and back. I will fight for mine. There's nothing that I will not do for my kids. What I will not accept and tolerate is for somebody to come out their face and disrespect him in that manner, and for school officials to do nothing about it. And he's not the only one that's been dealing with this. I'm not the only parent in the school district that's been dealing with this with LIS. It's come to us that this is the culture at LIS. Again, I'm not the only one. There's several other parents that would have loved to have been here, but they had other commitments. I had other commitments, but for me to come here and say my piece about this was more important to me. And I would really like to start seeing this issue being resolved. I would like for the school officials to have whatever training that they need to have to help protect these babies. Because when my kid leaves my house, he's in your hands. Your hands. You're responsible for him. I'm still responsible as his parent, but once he walks out my door and gets on your public transportation and gets into your school, he's your responsibility. And it's not fair that he should have to deal with this. Thank you.
Okay. I'm sorry that has been your experience, and we will follow up. Okay. Okay.
Can I personally assure you, ma'am, that I'll get back to you? I'll personally assure, Mackenzie will get back to you. And it's very important to me that I at least connect with you. Thank you so much for sharing.
Anybody else?
Sorry that you had to.
Any other public comment? Okay. Seeing none, we'll move on. Personnel Committee report and personnel action item.
Okay, personnel met December 3rd, 8:15 a.m. In attendance, Dr. Robin Klim, Sean Fry, Kevin Van Heist, Arundel Clark, Olga Martinez, and me. We reviewed vacancies and are in the process of conducting interviews for elementary position at Ben Franklin Elementary School. We finished our first round of staffing meetings for this month and are reviewing staffing for next school year. We'll be posting for a technical position at the start of the year, and we reviewed personnel budgeting and PEA. And just a small language change was made to policy 1620 to match our district needs. On tonight's agenda, you'll see approvals for resignation, appointments, unpaid leaves, student lifeguards, substitutes, sub-teachers, student techs for our district media center, yay, media center, extension for an end of date, mentors, staff pending background checks, a sub-custodian. You'll also see a few corrections and adjustments for appointments for EDPs and mentors. And with all of that, I'd like to move P1 through P22, please.
Second?
Tom with a motion and a second.
Mr. Clark?
Yes.
Ms. Evans?
Yes.
Ms. Groger?
Yes.
Ms. Kelly?
Yes.
Dr. King?
Yes.
Ms. Martinez?
Yes.
Ms. Pasculi?
Yes.
Mr. Van Heist?
Yes.
Ms. Bose?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you. CIAPD report and OIS student service action items.
CIAPD met on December 2nd at 8 o'clock in the district board office. Joining me were Michelle Bose, Dr. Michelle King, Mackenzie Kelly, Dr. Allison Fisher, Dr. Robin Klim, and Neil Desai. The meeting focused on deepening the CIAPD committee's understanding of the addiction and substance abuse curriculum. Dr. Allison Fisher provided an overview of how the district is assisting students and families through education, in-school resources, and community-based services. She also outlined updates to the high school's Option 2 and Independent Studies programs, highlighting upcoming changes designed to expand inclusivity and enhance student opportunities. Participants reviewed several policies slated for a second reading, including the Section 504 plan policy and its accompanying regulations. Looking ahead, the district will continue strengthening community engagement through initiatives such as reconfiguration and referendum conversation and the Artificial Intelligence Family Workshop scheduled for January 14th, 2026 at 6:30 p.m. at the high school. No items were referred from other committees. I wanted to interject here that, Michelle, you have been on the ballot with me several times. We've run together, our names on signs. And I can remember early in the game, someone saying to me, how could you vote for her? She doesn't have kids in our schools. And I thought, well, number one, you're a taxpayer, and you live here, and you pay taxes, and you live up there in the high rent district. The King clan is up there in North Lawrence, and so that was one thing. And then not only are you an educator, an accomplished educator with advanced degrees, but you're educating future educators. So I felt you had your finger on the pulse of what was going on in schools, more so than maybe any of us around the table. And I have appreciated learning from you. Your friendship, your wisdom has meant a lot to me. So I'd like to say thank you for your years of dedicated service to the district and your longstanding commitment to our curriculum and programs. Your thoughtful questions, steady guidance, and meaningful contributions to the CIAPD committee have left a lasting impact, and you will be truly missed. Thank you, and good luck with all you do.
Thank you, Pepper. And I will say that, yes, while there was some concern among the community members at the time that, I was running initially, I was met with many open minds on the board who looked to see what.
We saw your value right away.
Thank you.
You want to move? Did she move?
Oh, I'd like to move, sit here, OIS 1 and 2, which is PD and travel log field trip, and OSS 1 and 2, which is tuition and HIB.
Second?
Tom with a motion and a second.
Mr. Clark?
Yes.
Ms. Evans?
Yes.
Ms. Grover?
Yes.
Ms. Kelly?
Yes.
Dr. King?
Yes.
Ms. Martinez?
Yes.
Ms. Pasculi?
Yes.
Mr. Van Hise?
Yes.
Ms. Bose?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you, Tom. Finance Committee report and school business management action items.
I will give the minutes since I subbed in for Kevin on Friday. Finance met on Friday, December 5th at 8 a.m. Joining me were Tom Eldridge, Michelle Bose, Diana Pasculi, and Olga Martinez. We discussed middle school expansion, and which we're saying middle school expansion now. We're not calling it referendum anymore. Those days are over, right, Tom?
That's right.
We discussed the middle school expansion and were informed of the change orders listed on the agenda, including those for abatement and the best use of resources for the ADA compliant ramp to the stage or concourse. We break ground on December 11th. Tom prepared a Gantt chart. I think you're all probably tired of hearing about this Gantt chart for the visual learners that showed a timeline of where we were in the process of completing 50 of the items on Tom's to-do list and what's next. Timeline begins on June 12th, 2024, and goes through LMS first day of school on 9/4/29. It was recommended to the reconfiguration meeting with the suggestion that we share the chart with the public, but limit the contents to future items instead of the full timeline. Tom updated us on the custodial contracts as we supplant vacancies with agency custodians. No LTPS staff will be affected, and it sets us up for the future. We will need to solicit for a new contract in the coming school year. We've written the Department of Community Affairs to seek permission to use the competitive contracting model of procurement, points-based instead of low bid, to secure a custodial service contract. Tom offered us a lesson on using budgeted fund balance as a revenue in the budget. Don't budget more than you can generate. Don't rely on fund balances as a revenue source, and don't budget on unreliable revenue as a revenue source. I'm going to make one addition to the minutes that I passed around and say that the committee suggested that the district could pay for criminal background checks and onboarding of new board members. And with that, I would like to move SPM 1 through 20.
I'll second.
With a motion and a second, Tom?
Mr. Clark?
Yes.
Ms. Evans?
Yes.
Ms. Grover?
Yes.
Ms. Kelly?
Yes.
Dr. King?
Yes.
Ms. Martinez?
Yes.
Ms. Pasculi?
Yes.
Mr. Van Hise?
Yes.
Ms. Bose?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you,
I'll
Tom.
just note that if I had been giving that, we'd still be going for another 10 minutes, so well done, Pepper.
Noted.
Okay.
Yeah.
So-
1 through 20 in that short a time.
This is our next opportunity for public input. Seeing none, we'll move on. New business. Ms. Martinez?
For new business, we have leave replacements and substitutes, eagles and destinations, leaves of absence, and EDP resignation, and a sidebar with the LPEA for summer professional development days. With that, I would like to move NB1 to NB24.
Second.
Tom with a motion and a second.
Mr. Clark?
Yes.
Ms. Evans?
Yes.
Ms. Grover?
Yes.
Ms. Kelly?
Yes.
Dr. King?
Yes.
Ms. Martinez?
Yes.
Ms. Pasculi?
Yes.
Mr. Van Hise?
Yes.
And Ms. Bose?
Yes.
The motion passed.
Thank you. Now we will have a motion to close out our meeting.
So moved.
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you very much for coming. Thank you, Dr. King. We wish you continued success and joy in retirement from Lawrence Township Public School.
And you can always come back and visit.